everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to be reviewing a new drugstore eyeshadow palette. This is from NYX. It's in collaboration with Money Heist on Netflix. I saw this on Ulta's website and I was like, ooh, brand new, I gotta give it a try to see what I think about it. So if you guys want to watch as I play around with some new eyeshadow, then please keep watching. So this is what the palette looks like. I feel like the pans are kind of tiny compared to normal. Yeah, this is what it looks like. This shade is beautiful. I think I'm going to pick this one up. And then this gold shade. I really love how rich these colors look. Again, I don't know how it's actually going to perform. You guys know I have such problems with NYX palettes. Let's jump right in. I first am going to pick up this white shade here first. And I'm going to apply that in the front of my eye. Okay, next I'm going to pick up the shade By Time right here. As you can see, there is a little bit of kickback, which is normal. I never really judge a palette on kickback, just because every palette has kickback. So I'm picking up this really pretty gold shade. There is quite a bit of fallout. I'm kind of putting this all over the lid. And this is really pigmented, and I'm kind of just putting it everywhere. That first shade kind of disappeared already, but that's okay. And I'm kind of just putting it everywhere. It's kind of like a rough giraffe. Oh, I totally forgot to read what the palette is like about. So this is their Money Heist palette. There's 9 shades in it. I'm so sorry I forgot to even like talk about it. This was $18. I feel like that is a lot. I was able to use a coupon, but $18 for this palette, that feels, I don't know, like a $8 palette. It says it is richly pigmented eyeshadow shades ranging from matte to shimmer and metallics. I'm going to kind of stick it outwards a little. Okay, next I'm then going to go in with the shade Cider, which is kind of a yellow tone brownish. Matches really, really nicely with the gold brown. And I'm kind of pushing it outwards as I'm blending. It's okay if it's messy, we're going to clean it up. So this is super creamy. It's blending really nice. It's not blending muddy or anything like that. It looks really nice, which I'm actually impressed just because I always have issues with NYX eyeshadows. It could be because I always pick up the colorful ones, and you know, colors are pretty tricky to get the right formula and see how it performs. But yeah, I feel like I just always have problems. I'm going to pick up this shade right here. And I'm going to put this in the crease as well. Okay, so I barely touched the eye and you could see how much pigment that was. This shade is really, really pigmented. And I'm just pushing it into the crease and blending it out. And I'm kind of pushing it outwards too. I mean, it's really blending nicely. And it's super pigmented. The glitter shade is kind of fading away, which normally happens when you do that first. Alright, next we're going to pick up this shade right here, Salva. And we're going to take that very lightly, and that's also going to go in the crease. And I'm even going to kind of put it on the lid a little. In the outer part. And then bring it into the crease. Okay, next, we're gonna take rule number 1, because, I mean, why not? We might as well pick up every shade in here and apply that in the crease as well. I love adding a bunch of shades in the crease just because it really gives it a nice, like, ombre faded look with all different colors. Okay, and then we're going to take the shade Mastermind right here. Normally these dark shades are like a struggle, so let's see how it kind of goes on. I don't know if you guys can hear that fly. There's a fly in my room and it's pissing me off. I love how all the different shades are looking right now though. Did I get it? I just killed the fly. It came on my palette and then I just smushed it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see, but my lid shade is basically gone. You can see a little here. So I'm gonna go in pink shade. This is the only shade that we have not touched yet. So I'm gonna pick up that one and I'm gonna put that in the front instead of that white shade. Oh, wow. Do you guys see it's coming out like pink and purpley? That is pretty. That white shade disappeared completely. So I'm putting this on in the front of my eye, like so. And then I'm gonna take that white shade again, let's just see, and put it in my inner corner, because now it kind of show up. And then I'm gonna pick up the gold shade again by Time. Wow, I love how the pink and that gold shade are mixing together. Now I'm going to be taking the shade Salvo, which is that dark burgundy, and I'm going to put that closest to my lash line. Then I'm just going to add rule number 1, and then I'm adding the shade Cider. I like to use dark shades and then build it up. Hey guys, welcome back. Let's get into my final thoughts on the new NYX La Casa eyeshadow palette. My eyeshadow blended really nice. It was super like buttery. It went on really smooth. It was not patchy. It was not muddy. I was having a little trouble with the shade Mastermind. I think it just needed to be blended a little bit more than the other shades, but in the end I was able to make it work. All the shades are very pigmented, which I'm kind of surprised because I normally have so much issues with NYX eyeshadow palettes. I mean, you could just go back and look at all my reviews. Most of them are always bad. Sorry, NYX. But this one is not bad. It's super pigmented. And I did my eyeshadow, I don't know, it has to be like 4 hours ago because I've been filming a lot of reviews. I did foundation, concealer, lip product, brow product, mascara. I've reviewed a whole bunch of stuff. So I didn't even film any outros. This is my first outro after all the reviews. So yeah, I've had my makeup on for a while and it stayed pretty good. I mean, it has only been 4 hours, but super pigmented. I love the look I created with this, and I pretty much played with every color. I wasn't that big of a fan of the first shade, but I mean, it is a white shade. Normally those are pretty tricky. But yeah, that is my final thoughts on the new NYX La Casa palette. The only thing that I am just not a fan of is the price. I think $18 for 9 shades. I think $18 for 9 shades is kind of a lot, especially when I feel like the pans are kind of small. Kind of just how I feel. I just think $18 is a bit much. Are able to use coupons for it since it is from Ulta. I just personally feel like $18 is a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you guys are not already, please don't forget to subscribe before you go. I will see you all in my next video.
Spice, throw it all in a cauldron, mix it up real nice. Fire in my eyes, stir counterclockwise. I dream of you all night.